up a little bit. Yeah. It should never be one nigga the head of the crew. So if that one nigga go to jail, fall, die, something, everybody fall. We live by this shit. If you got money, you fall, you gonna catch it. When the whole team rich. When the whole team
going
rich.
on?
When the whole team rich. One see the whole team rich, see the whole team rich.
Hola, what's going on, Tina? How you doing? Gold Chaser, what's up? Eric, what's going on? Hey, Ashley, how you doing? How you doing? What's going on? How you doing? Doing something a little bit different today? Cal, what's going on, man? How you doing? Salute. Doing something a little bit different today. I'm doing a Instagram live as well as I'm doing a YouTube live out there. So, you know, y'all can be able to see right there. We on live here on Instagram as well as YouTube right now. So thought I'd go ahead and expand a little bit. Go ahead and give both parties here a chance to, you know, ask questions and see things as well. So yeah, little something different. A little something different there. James, how you doing? How you doing, Mr. Buzz? How you doing? Cut from a different cloth. How you doing, sir? Poppy too. Salute. Thank y'all for watching. So we're going through some credit questions. If you got a credit question over here, don't be afraid to ask a question. If you just have a general question about credit, I'll definitely try to answer that verbally. I might even answer through a message if I can. See, Gold Chaser. Hey, Jay, I paid for the consultation last night for me and my wife. How long does that process take? Gold Chaser, let me text my assistant. Give me your real name, Gold Chaser, and I'll get her to go ahead and give you a call now. That way you ain't got to worry about it. You said it looks better on Instagram. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, this is like the computer has this very grainy. This is right here is on my iPad, so it has a better looking, better front facing camera. Are you watching from both places, man? What's your name on YouTube? Letitia Drake, how you doing? Salute to you. If you got a credit question, definitely ask a question. I'm just answering questions live here. We're on YouTube as well as Instagram right now. Oh, Jerry Westbrook. What's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? Eugene Morris. Eugene Morris. Okay. Let me send her a message right now to my assistant. For his consult. All right, I just messaged her about that. If you did pay by a certain way for your consultation and the payment didn't clear for the consultation yet, it is possible that she didn't call you yet until the payment actually clears. What's going on? What's going on? Good to see you on a different platform here. That's pretty cool, man. Like I said, that's pretty cool. Let's see. But I'll have her get with you, definitely, Eugene. You got to worry about that. Just want everyone to know Jay is legit. My Experian credit sweep and inquiry removal service hit within 2 weeks of payment. Score went up 101 points. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. And I believe your name is David F. Yeah, that's David F. right there talking right now. But like I said, anybody out here on Instagram, if you got a question, I'm watching for your questions as well. If you got any questions about anything dealing with credit, you know, if I want to make it personal to you. But yeah, that was Mr. David F's. I'm gonna show both cameras here, so don't worry. That was Mr. David F's results right there so far after 2 weeks. Score went up 101 points, and yeah, it's a beautiful thing. This is my assistant texting me right now. Say he paid for him and his wife consult. He said he's on my live. Just text my assistant for you, Eugene. All right. What's going on, Mr. DM Wild Wayne? If you have a question, anything dealing with credit, your personal credit, a friend's credit, or something to improve your credit score, you definitely can ask me questions. Answering questions free right now. Also giving some knowledge about credit. So definitely stay tuned. I'm also on YouTube right now, streaming live on YouTube as well. Just to give you all a little bit of that information here. Let's see. Answering questions here on YouTube right now. Hey, Jay, opened up my Navy Fed checking savings account. Tips on getting approved for a 25K flagship. Oh, you're trying to go for the big dog. You're trying to get the flagship. Hey, Prissy, little Missy, how you doing? Salute to you. Thank you for your great comment. Very honest comment. I do appreciate that. I'm doing Instagram live as well as a YouTube live right now. So I thought it'd be cool to kind of get, take one stone and make it hit everybody. So oh, that was you. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Definitely thank you for that. I love honest comments. That's me. Don't know how happy it was to see this morning. How can I pay you for the AU trade lines? I need to get that paid by tomorrow. So you can pay your AU trade lines. You can pay by Zelle. You can also pay by bank deposit if you choose to. I can send you a request for that. I'm also waiting for approvals for a new ACH deposit. That should be done. My assistant's working on that actually right now as we speak on an ACH deposits, a new system for that, invoicing system for that. That should be done by today or tomorrow, hopefully. So, hey, Mike, 755, how you doing? You definitely can ask your credit questions. If you have any questions about anything to do with credit, you definitely can ask that now. Maple Enterprises, how you doing? Welcome. You can ask any credit questions you would like. And I'm just going to put that out there. Let's see, ask a credit-related question. Okay, just going to put that out there for you all. That way you can. Eugene, Dominique said that she's got you squared away. She just found you information, so she'll take care of you. How you doing, Mr. Irv? You definitely can ask your credit questions here as well. All right, so let's get into the topic at hand, and which is credit. Credit is not emotional. A lot of people like to spend based on emotion, but credit itself doesn't have any emotion whatsoever. So a lot of people tell me all the time that they don't want to have high limit credit cards because they can't be responsible with them. They can't fathom the fact of having a card that has more than a couple of hundred, maybe even $1,000 on their card. I have multiple credit cards. I have credit cards that go from, 1,000. I have, for my first credit cards from 1,000. My biggest credit card is 20,000. You can have a card that's 40,000. If you're responsible with your credit cards, you can definitely be able to manage it properly. That way you don't let the emotion side of it kick in. Like, for example, this hoodie right here, I actually just bought this hoodie. Oh, Nathaniel Smith, thank you for that tip, man. Right now, I'm going live right now on YouTube. But you asked a question earlier, Poppy of 2. I didn't see it. Let me see. I'm scrolling up right now. I didn't see it. I don't see your question over here right now. Okay. But Lex and Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. If you got any credit questions, please ask your question. But I don't go crazy with my credit just because I have credit, just because I have money. I don't spend a lot of it. Even though my income last month was very, very big, I don't spend money like that. I don't spend money like I'm just balling out just because I have money. I'm going to let the refund check ballers do that this year. What's going on, Mr. Perfect? How you doing? What I'm going to do is save, invest, pay bills off in advance, things like that. Like my mortgage is paid up 6 months ahead of time. I do that for a reason. That way I don't have to even worry about it. But thank you once again, Nathaniel, for that tip there, okay? Hi, Tim. How you doing? Welcome to the live here. I'm streaming live right now on YouTube as well as Instagram. And for those of y'all joining me right now, we are doing that simultaneously, okay? Just something a little bit different. But back to my hoodie. Y'all know I love hoodies. Your favorite guy in the hoodie, Jay Knows Credit. I love hoodies. I just bought this hoodie today. I had to grab it. It was just a sexy hoodie. This right here, sleeveless hoodie right here. It's got the zipper on the front right there. You see that zipper? Oh, my God. I was like, oh, I got to have that. You know how much this hoodie costs? $7.99. $7.99. That's how much this hoodie costs. So you know, a lot of people like to go and spend money and they got to have a certain type of brand and the swag and things like that. I can have plenty of swag without having to spend a lot of money on my clothing. Now, my shoes, on the other hand, my shoes got to be nice. I like J's. I like sweatpants. I got on sweatpants right now. These were like $10 I got from Ross or something like that a long time ago. But let me ask this question here. Poppy of 2 on Instagram. On average, how many points does the CEO trade line packages give you on your credit? Now, if you get the CEO trade line package, I have that package on my website at rtigroupconsulting.com/trade lines. Now, it actually tells you in the description how many points or what your point score will be. And that score is based on you not having any negatives on your credit. If you've got negatives on your credit, I cannot guarantee your score point raise. Okay, so if you have a completely clean credit report, clean means clean. People say, well, what does clean mean? There is no other definition of clean but clean. That means no negatives, no late payments, 100% payment history, all that, okay? That right there is clean. So if your credit is clean, I can guarantee a score within a 30-point radius. Usually, I'm pretty accurate in that range. Now, if your score is or your credit is not clean, I definitely cannot guarantee any type of points because I don't know what the variables are. You could have a repossession. You can have a 5 negative accounts. You can have 2 closed accounts. You can have 4 late payments. You can have only 1 primary account open. And there's too many variables I have to worry about if your credit isn't clean. But if your credit is clean, I can definitely help you with getting the score that is listed on that page. Okay, but what if your credit score, what if your credit before the trade line package is over 760? Well, if your score is already 760, then you may not need there's really no point in getting the trade lines unless you're getting it just to get more history, because a lot of people have great scores, but they still can't buy nothing. Having a 750, 720, 730, a 700 doesn't mean anything if you don't have the power behind it. You got to have power behind your score. Okay, a lot of people think that they have a 750, they can go get whatever they want. No, you can have a 750, walk into AT&T and can't get approved for a cell phone. You can't get approved for a furniture bill. Okay, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Okay, but I am on YouTube right now answering questions as well as Instagram. Okay, so I'm going back and forth here, right? But so having a big credit score does not guarantee funding. In order to get credit card funding, a personal loan, a house, anything that's dealing with you using your credit to get it, I call that funding. All that means funding to me. All right. So if you're trying to get funding in any type of way, you're going to have power behind your score. And so if you already have a 760 and that 760 doesn't give you any power because you only have maybe 2 months of history, you only got 3 months of credit history, something like that. Okay. You might get more history. That might bump your score up, but that's not what's as important as having the power. A lot of people don't have power. And if you want power, you got to have age credit lines on your credit report that don't have any missed payments attached to them, that don't have any type of, 120 lates, nothing like that. No notations that you did anything wrong on that account. Okay. Very, very important you look at your credit that way. If you look at scores, you can find out people who have a 680, a 670 can get get credit cards that might give them $20,000, or might be able to get houses and cars. And you're like, yo, you got the 750 and you can't get a house or get a car. That's because they have more power behind their name. Their score might be lower for whatever reason, but they have more power, so they can buy more things than you can buy. All right. So a lot of people don't really understand that and know that that is a thing to where you can have a great score, but not have anything to go with that great score. Okay. And great question. If you have any more questions, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Instagram, please ask your question. Okay. What's going on, Stashi Cox? One of my trade partners over there, Stashi Cox on Instagram. Seattle Scam, how you doing? How you doing? Seattle's Cam, sorry. Seattle's very own. Let me say that. What's going on, Stash? Okay, so if you have any if you have any credit at all, if you have a credit card right now and you want to get a credit card increase because you might have a Capital One. I know a lot of people have Capital One cards because Capital One cards are very easy to get. They'll give you a very, very small limit, but starting out, depending on how your credit is, of course, but everybody can pretty much get a Capital One card. If you want to get increases with your Capital One card or any card for that matter, you want to make sure that your utilization is low on that card. Do not be trying to ask for a credit limit increase and your score and your utilization is at 80%. They're not going to give you no more money. They want to see if you're responsible with that credit card first before they start giving you more money. All right. And if you're just joining us live right here, we're on YouTube and Instagram. Okay. We are streaming right here. Definitely ask a credit question. If you have any questions about credit whatsoever, you definitely can ask that question. Okay. So don't be afraid to give me a question here. All right. So let me see some questions off of YouTube. Monetary Inc., you have the best combination of price and trade lines I've ever seen from any company that offers trade line services. I appreciate that. A lot of people do have some very, very high priced trade line. People look at me, sometimes I'm like, yo, they really don't understand what prices or what things are valued at. I know people who are selling one trade line. You can do one trade line with somebody and they'll charge you $2,500 or they'll charge you $2,000 for that one trade line that you're getting. Now, of course, I do have some trade lines that are kind of up there in price. They're like $900 a piece type thing. But that card that I'm talking about now has 28 years of history. 28 years of history can cost you like $900, almost $1,000, compared to having a trade line that you might buy from somebody else because they have a certain company, website, whatever like that. You might pay $1,000 for a trade line that might have 4 years of history. So 4 years for the same price as 28 years. Okay. It's crazy. Makes no sense. All right. So I'm not trying to hit anybody over the head. If you're a person who's watching me right now and you already have credit cards, you have credit cards right now that you made good payments on those credit cards already, and you want to make some additional money. You can become a authorized user partner of mine. How you doing? You become a partner of mine to where you're able to get paid off of my clients. Because what I do is I pay other people to add you all on as authorized user trade lines. Okay, so you might have this card, okay, and Mrs. Kisa, if I'm saying that right, and I'm proud if I'm not, Miss Kisa, she might have a card. She's here on Instagram. I'm on YouTube as well. And her card might have 5 years of history. She might have a $8,000 credit card, and she may need some extra money where she doesn't have time to work a part-time job. And now what she can do is become a partner of mine, and I can use her card, not swipe your card like that, but I can be able to say, hey, Ms. Kisa, I have a client who wants to be added onto your credit card. I'm going to send you $100, $200, whatever like that, to add this person to your credit card as an authorized user. She doesn't send that person a credit card whatsoever. That person is just added on to her credit. And now that person's piggybacking off of that. And I don't have to charge a high amount because I'm not going through any type of companies to do it. I'm going through a physical person who I already know. I've already checked their credit scores. I've checked their, I kind of looked at, how much money they make. And I see that they have a credit card already that has perfect credit history. So I am able to say, okay, seeing you have perfect credit history, let's make you a partner of Jaden Knows Credit. Let's help other people piggyback off of your good credit. And that way, none of your information is shared, nothing like that, but you're able to get the benefits of that credit card. And I don't have to charge a very high price for that because I'm partnered up with other people to give you that history. All right. So it's a very beautiful thing. What's that? Lobo D. I don't know how to pronounce that, but how you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. I do have you all streaming live right now on Instagram and YouTube at the same time. So that's why I'm going back and forth like this. Okay. It's not just because I don't like to look at the camera. I'm looking at both cameras. Okay. All right. So let's see. D Jax, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to my live here. If you have any credit questions, please ask. I got a question from YouTube right now. I have a 799 score with just 3 AUs. Can you help me with an auto loan? Yes, Mr. A shit, I can help with an auto loan, but let me ask you a question about that. Now, you got a 799 score. Do you have any primaries? Hopefully, you got some primary accounts on your credit as well, because there's a possibility to where if you don't have enough credit, even if I help you get the car loan, oh, you don't have any credit. Okay, so I'm going to let you know I could possibly get you a car. Application fee is going to be $150 for the application fee, but I cannot guarantee you're going to be able to get a car without having any primaries whatsoever. All right. It's very hard for certain companies to want to give out credit. They don't have nothing to go by to give you that credit. All right. Now they got the AUs, but when you get an AU added to your credit, it's going to show as an AU on your credit. All right. So automatically they're going to see it. It's going to be up there plain as day. This is an authorized user account. Okay. So does it matter if the primary is new? It matters somewhat, but it doesn't matter as much as not having any primaries whatsoever. If you have none, it definitely hurts you. You definitely need to have some primaries to have that power. Okay. Like I said, it doesn't mean you're going to get disapproved, but you have a higher chance of not getting approved if you don't have any primaries attached to your credit. You got to have primary accounts. It's better to have revolving primary accounts, which is something that's not a car, something that's not a loan. You want to have a credit card that's reporting to your credit. That way you're able to have it open forever. It never closes. An installment account will close. That means once you pay it off, it's closed, it's done. A credit card never gets paid off as far as closing completely. You can have it at a zero balance, but it's not going to close because it's at a zero balance. So it's very important for you to have those open lines that are revolving lines. Let's see. Hey, Jay, open up a Navy Fed account. I was wondering what's the best and easiest credit card to get. Now, Percy Star, if you are a person who doesn't have any credit right now, I would definitely go ahead and get their secured card. If you don't have any, credit, or your credit's very low, I would definitely get their secured card right now. But best and easiest credit cards to get is Navy Federal. If your credit's already good, you want to get a Navy Federal credit account right now. If you are joining me from Instagram and you haven't watched me on YouTube before, you definitely want to go get you a Navy Federal Credit Union checking account. It's going to cost you about $5, $10. You're going to have to lie if you don't have any type of association with the military. But what you can do is you can call Navy Federal on the phone, let them know you have a father or grandfather who serves in the military, who's no longer with us. They can't verify that. You just take $5, $10, get your check in the savings account, and you'll have an account with them. It's very, very important you get an account with them. Instagram is a lot more clear. Yes, it is, because of the camera that you have. It's a lot better. It's a better camera I have. This is on my iPad right now. And then my computer, of course, is on with their front camera. But this is definitely going to be clear because of the quality of camera that you get here compared to the other camera. All right. Just that on the other one, I can actually type and respond back. That's why it's better here. Okay. Sincerely, Will, how you doing? But make sure y'all go out and y'all get a Navy Federal checking account right now. Call them or later on today, tomorrow, before they change how they give accounts. Because right now you got to have military affiliation to get an account. And I found out that you can actually, there's a little way to kind of squeeze by there. And I heard this from a guy who actually works at Navy. And I've had plenty of my YouTube followers, subscribers get an account with them. So make sure you call Navy and you get a checking account. It's very, very important you get a checking account with them. I promise you, you will not regret it. Okay, please go out and get a checking account with Navy Federal. Let them know that you had somebody in your family. It has to be a close family member. It has to be like a mother, a father, grandfather, something like that. Make sure you let them know. How you doing? I am Mr. Cadet. That you had somebody pass away who was in the military. Let them know they were in the Air Force, the Army, whatever. They can't verify it. Now, if you call and they tell you that you cannot do that, okay, Sashi, I'm telling you, I'm not playing, for real. And you can always hit me up and say, hey, they gave me an account. All right? Because when you're ready to get credit cards, you want to get you a Navy Federal account. Okay, Navy Federal, they're going to pull your TransUnion. What's up? What's up? They're going to pull your TransUnion credit reports. If your TransUnion credit report looks very, very good, maybe you added some AUs to your account, you're going to get a very high limit. I had people getting, I had a client got $8,000 and he didn't have any primaries. He had straight AUs and got $8,000 with Navy. Okay, I had a client who had no AUs and they got $5,700 with them with no AUs, and primaries are very, very small. What's up, Mr. Wi-Fi? That's my boy right there. I know Mr. Wi-Fi got a Navy Federal account. I know he can get one. Okay, but if you don't have one, Mr. Wi-Fi, get you a Navy Federal checking account if you don't already have one. I'm sure you got USAA too. Get one of those as well if you don't already. But anyway, I'm streaming live right now on YouTube and Instagram, so everybody bear with me. I am going back and forth. Got USAA? Great. Go get you a Navy Federal too, man. Call Navy Federal. Get a Navy Federal account. I'm telling you, put $5 in there and just wait. Talk to me about it later. We'll talk. We'll talk, Mr. Wi-Fi. I gotta hit you up too. We gotta get up, bro. We gotta get up. Let me see. Get some questions right here off of YouTube. When you buy authorized trade lines, do they post on all 3 reports? The reason I ask is because my TransUnion experience is clean and waiting for Equifax has 1 negative. Greg Davis, yes, they do report to all 3. There are some that may report to only 1 or 2, but most of mine that I do sell report to all 3 credit bureaus. Okay. Question from Maddox Sock. I love that name, by the way. That's why I followed you. I'm like, man, I like that name. Want to pull the trigger on Navy Federal Credit Union, but my AAOA is 6 months from TransUnion. Should I bite the bullet or let AAU bless my profile? What is the AAOA? I'm sorry. I don't know what that means right now. Trying to even think about it. My mind's moving a million miles per hour right now. What is the AAOA? Average age. Oh, okay. Average age of accounts is 6 months. Oh yeah, you need to get an AU, brother. Get an AU. Get you an AU, whether you buy it from me or not. I'm not trying to sell people on buying my services. I'm just saying I'm just answering questions here. If you don't have a Connect, okay, I do sell them. I do sell mine in packages because they work better when they're in packages. But you know, if you already got a Connect for them, yo, go get them. Get some AUs right now. You'll get a Navy account. You definitely need to let it bless you. Desmond, what up? How you doing, man? Welcome. Another question from Instagram. Can you remove the NCD and MJC increase while not affecting the primaries? Chilling. Yes, you can remove your credit increase. I can remove any increase off your profile without affecting the account. So any increase you have, period, whether that is something you actually have or you just applied for it and didn't get approved for it, I can remove any increase off your account. They are $50 per inquiry to take off. You have to do a minimum of 5 a piece. You can do 5 now, 5 later, 5 whenever. Okay, if you just want to test it out, you just got to do a minimum of 5 increase to get rid of, and I'll help you get rid of those. How you doing, Wild 100? Scary, how you doing? Crazy. Wild 100 is crazy. Got you. I got 6 accounts on TransUnion, so my AUs aren't as strong. Okay, you need to get an AU that has a bigger limit, a bigger amount of history. So you might, if your average history right now, if you're looking at your Credit Karma, if the average says 3 years and you have 6 accounts, you may want to get an account that might have like 10, 12 years to kind of boost your averages up. Okay, don't just get an AU just to get an AU. You need to get AU that actually adds more history or helps your average history. Okay, Secret to Pips, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. If you have any credit questions, please ask. I'm on Instagram and YouTube at the same time. Let's see. So does it matter if the primary is new? Yeah, talk about that. How to reach me? You can reach me at 1-8333-JKNOWS. I'm sure Ashley will put that up there as well, as far as the phone number. And if you have any, if you're here on YouTube right now and you want to make any donations for the channel, you definitely can hit the money symbol there. If you want to donate to answer your question or just because you like the channel, you can definitely donate, whether it's $1, $5. You can do that as well. If you don't like it, you know, you can still watch, see how ugly I am. I don't mind. If you're watching out there on Instagram, there is no monetization button out there. You don't have to tip anything if you don't want to. I mean, unless you just want to cash at me at JKNOWS Credit. That's my cash app. How's the payment history on your AUs? All of my AUs are 100%. I don't sell any AU that's not 100%. And all my AUs have 12% or less in utilization. If they go over that, they're no longer an AU partner. Okay, you have to be at 12% or less or you're not helping my clients. Okay, whatsoever. So The fact that you learned from Elisha B is dope. That is my boy. Elisha B is my boy. If anybody speak bad on Elisha, I'm gonna cut you. Okay, straight cutting you. Don't even speak bad on my boy. Okay, so yeah. Scooby, how you doing? How you doing? That is the marketing genius right now. Shout out to EB. When trade lines are removed from your credit, does the A still stay on your report even though you lose the revolving credit impact? Michael Tanner. Absolutely. It does still stay. It'll show as a closed account. I've even seen some instances where it'll still show as an open account even though it stopped reporting. Sometimes it'll keep going for other months and still show that it's open even though it stopped. So that's pretty cool too. 665 is my score. Should I go for an auto loan? You definitely can go for an auto loan if there's a way that you can boost it. If you have the finances to be able to spend money to boost it in a way, maybe you don't have enough primaries. You need to have at least 4 primaries, which you want to have. That's a secret number. 4 primaries. Yep, Money Team Kings. That's my boy. He actually made my intro videos on YouTube. The little intro you see on YouTube, that little intro part that you see, like, you know, Jay Knows Credit pops up before my videos do. He actually made those. Okay, so shout out to EB once again. Let's see. Yep, the history of man. I see you, Ash. Thank you for that. Can you get Navy Fed if you are in check systems? No, you cannot. CEO Productions. I don't think you can. But I do remove people from check systems. I have a check system, if that even makes sense. You can pay to get removed from check systems if you can't get a checking account because you messed up. You know, maybe you had a balance and something, something happens where you couldn't pay, you know, or you got overdrafted in your account. You didn't have the money at that time and that account got messed up. You definitely can get you a checking account now if you get it cleaned off. It will cost you $700 to get out of their system. It will take about 45 business days, you know, sometimes less, but that's your max, what you're looking at, 45 business days for you to get out of check systems and get back to, you know, getting checking accounts again. How you doing? Sexy Hourglass. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Okay. I am on YouTube and on Instagram answering credit questions. If you have a credit question, don't be afraid to ask. Let's see. Thank you, sir. I got both checking and savings. Fantastic. Fantastic. What's good, Jay? Where can I go get all ACC numbers from my credit report? Credit Karma only shows a partial. Oh, get all your account numbers. Okay. If you see an account number, if the account number says on your credit report, you're trying to look at your account numbers, it might say 653071 XXX. That's all you need. You don't need any more than that. Especially if you're doing anything on your own as far as credit disputes on your own. That's all you need to do to dispute is whatever is showing on your credit report is all you need to dispute it to get it off your credit report if you're trying to do that. But if you just want to get the whole entire account number just to have it, you can call or you can call your consumer, whoever you have the credit or debt with, to get the full account number. But it is not needed in order for you to get things removed off your credit report. Okay. Let's see. See the real Todd. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. If you have any credit questions, please ask your credit questions. I'm here to answer any questions for free without any type of consultation fees. You can just ask me a question that you might have had. You might have heard a folk tale about credit, and I'm here to bust all those myths and folk tales you've heard because maybe mama didn't know about credit, maybe daddy didn't know, maybe your friends don't know about credit, and you want to be able to know for a fact. And one thing I do here at Jay Knows Credit, especially on my YouTube lives and on Instagram live, is I show proof of what I'm talking about as well. So I just don't talk. It's very, very important that people just don't talk. They can back up what they're saying, especially when it comes to things with your finances, with taxes, with money. You definitely want to have some proof behind what you're saying. And that's what I do here. So let's see. Other questions. I'm back. What's good? What's good, Rodney? How you doing? Jay, for inquiry removal, can they be divided between the bureaus? Yes, they can. So if you want to get 5 inquiries removed, you got 3 on Equifax, 2 on Experian, and 1 on TransUnion. You want me to get those off your credit report for you? You can definitely do that. Okay. King Zai or Zay, 419, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. If you got any credit questions, please ask your credit question. I am here to answer questions for you, okay? So let's see. Another question here on YouTube. When applying for the Navy Fed check-in, what should be the minimum income one should disclose? Oh, if you're applying for the checking account, I don't think, do they ask y'all what you make minimum? I haven't heard anybody tell me that about that. But they don't usually have you prove anything as far as how much money you make to get a checking account. Now, to get a credit card, yes, they will ask you what you make. But to get a checking account, I don't think that even matters. Okay, yeah, everybody's saying no here on YouTube. So answer that would be no. I had mine for a while now, so I'm not even sure what they even asked me, if they asked me anything. Let's see. Thank you. You're welcome, Overlord Stone. Jigman, how you doing? Make sure y'all follow Jigman23 right there on Instagram. Jigman, Jigman 23. That dude is hilarious. Jigman23 on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow my boy there. Salute to you, brother. You funny, bro. Let's see. Hey, Jay, I'm late, but I'm here now. Keith, how you doing? What's going on, fam? 305 trucking hard. Thanks. Jay, I got Navy Federal, and I'm in check systems. Hey, that's what's up. Thank you for that knowledge. You okay? I'm glad I know that. See, a lot of things I won't know without experience because I'm not in check systems, so I don't know if you'll be able to get one. But it's good to know you're able to get one being in check systems. That's fantastic. So there are some banks that will, some banks won't run you through check systems to give you a checking account, but most of them will. So just be careful with that. King Zai 419 has a question. Is there a way to remove recent late payments on a credit card? Okay, the way that you want to remove those is you're going to have to go through a credit repair process. Whether you do that yourself, do that through another company. I do that here at J Jones Credit if you don't have a connection with that. Or if you want to write letters yourself, you definitely can do that. You definitely can fax information to the credit bureaus as well as call them personally and let them know that you weren't late. You can file a dispute by phone. Do not do disputes by computer. Don't do them online because you waive all of your rights when you do disputes online. That means if anything was to happen, you can't redispute it again. You've waived all your rights for that. And it can come back. And if it comes back, they don't send you a letter about it either. So you don't have any proof it ever came back off. But as far as getting to the root of your question, late payments are the hardest thing to get off, especially ones that are recent. You usually want to have them like be a year out, like a year old before you try to get those off or before it's easier to get those things off. But I would fight that now through letters, through phone calls, calling the consumer, explaining to them that you weren't late, you paid on time or whatever like that, and you can get lucky and get some of those things off. Now, with my process, you need to have them at least 6 months. Usually around 6 months when you usually can start getting those things off. It does take a lot of writing and begging and things like that to get those things off because they're late payments. It's actually worse to have a late payment than to have a collection. So I would definitely start letter writing if you don't have the funds. If you do have the funds and you want somebody else to take care of that, whether that's me or somebody else, then do that as well because it's not going to be easy. Like, it's not going to be no little one round of things. Now, what I can do on my side, as far as getting it off fast, would be to get you a sweep. You can get a credit sweep, and you can get it taken off your credit completely, but it's going to take away the whole entire account. It's going to be gone off your credit report. Now, you still have the credit card, but you won't see that credit card on your credit report. So that's the only way I can help you as far as immediately. Let's see. Next question. What 2 places can I get credit from when having bad credit? That depends. You're talking about a credit card, a loan, and what do you consider bad credit? Like, what's the score you're talking about, and what are you trying to get there? Oh, yeah. Thank you for watching. Salute. How many times can you do a rapid rescore? You can do it many times you want. Do it 17 times. Speaking of rapid rescore, I'm going to talk about, and I'm glad I have y'all on Instagram as well. Okay, so there's this guy, right? And I don't normally talk about things, and y'all don't know because I'm just not. This is my first live I've done on Instagram, period. And so, but those y'all who watch me on YouTube, you know, I don't try to knock anybody. I salute everybody and things like that. But this guy stole like over $10,000 in combination, like a lot of money, a whole lot of money from some guys that I know. And not going to say their names. It's not important. But I guess he thinks that, you know, in the circle of people who have money and who have credit and things like that, they think that we don't talk, that we're all in competition. And we're not. I don't compete with anybody out here in the credit world. They're not my competition. I don't have competition. My competition is myself, making myself better, not speaking bad on somebody else because of what they do the same thing as me. I don't have to knock anybody to lift myself up. Unlike some people have to do that, I don't have to do that. But what I will say today is that this guy paid me for some services, for me to do his services. Now, I have proof that, you know, he paid or he took money from my people. Basically, he said he was going to do something for them and he didn't deliver on doing any of that. And I'm talking about, it stacks up to being over 5 bands. Like, I mean, 10 bands, over 10 bands. Okay. We're talking about big money. So this guy paid me like $180, $190 to do his rapid rescore. That's why I'm bringing it up. You talk about rapid rescore. And if you're watching this right now, sir, you're not getting your money back. I'm sending your money. I'm splitting it up between the 2 people that you owe money to, and I'm going to cash at them the money. You're not getting this money. You're not getting those services. This money is going to the people who you owe money to. So you know that right now. Don't call my phone. Don't text me. Don't email me. You're not getting none of my services. I don't care what you got going on. And if y'all happen to hear or see this person online, he's a scammer. His name is James Crawford. James Crawford, if you're on here or anybody knows that name, James Crawford, he is a scammer. So he wanted me to do something for him, and I'm not going to do it. So if y'all hear anybody named James Crawford talking about I took their money, I sure did. I took it, and I sent it to the people who he owes money to. All right? And it's $180. And it is no longer his no more because he stole way more than that. And I wish I would have got more money from him, to be honest. But how you doing? Welcome to the channel. If you have any credit questions, please ask your credit questions. This is Jay Knows Credit, your favorite guy in the hoodie. Credit is queen. If you don't know that credit is queen, you better recognize that credit is queen. So treat your credit like you treat your queen. If you don't treat your queen good, then you already know your life is hell. Your life is hell. Let your queen not be treated right. Let you not feed your queen. Let her be hungry and don't get nothing to eat. Oh, man, let you not do some things that you're supposed to be doing. Don't act right. Come home late. But yeah, credit is queen. Always know that. Credit is queen. Y'all see it. All right. Now, let's get to some more questions. If you got a credit question, please ask your question. You know, I'm very real. I'm very blunt on my channel. You don't get no fakeness over here. I'm going to tell you like it is. I'm not going to tell you something to sell you on no product. I'm going to tell you exactly how I think and exactly, if you got a question, I'm going to tell you exactly what can help you. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm also going to give advice on different things as far as investing, trading, wealth. I'll do that as well. So I'm going to do more Instagram lives and, you know, of course, do some more YouTube lives as well. Now let's get some more questions here. If you got a question, please ask a question. I don't care what the question you think is stupid. There's no stupid questions when it comes to credit, okay? Let's see. Yes, I had a 500 credit score and got a $5,000 loan twice with Navy. You see that? Man, Navy's easy. For the credit card at Navy, the higher the income, the better. As far as on your credit cards, yes. As far as a checking account, it shouldn't matter. Apply for my first Navy Federal credit card. What is a good income I should tell them I make? Around $60,000 per year. That is good. $60,000 is good. That's a real good. Don't put 20. The higher the income you put, the better. A lot of times when you apply for credit cards, they don't really ask you to prove income. But with Navy, if you get like your second credit card, they may ask you to prove income. But for the first credit card, they won't ask you that. Okay. Jay, how long should I wait to try and get another credit card if I just got one from Navy? Oh, you shouldn't wait. You should be applying for 1020 cards now, especially if that credit card hasn't hit your credit report. If you're applying for credit cards, if you just got a credit card, go ahead and keep applying. Keep applying for credit cards until you get maybe 2 or 3 denials in a row. Okay, but you don't want to wait until it posts to your credit and then start applying, because now you've already lessened your chances of getting approved. If it has already posted to your credit, then you can apply for 1 or 2, but I wouldn't go crazy with it, because a lot of times they see that you already just got a credit card and they'll stop approving you for so many. So very good idea to try to get on the computer. If you got more than one device, get about 3 or 4 devices together and apply for like 3 or 4 or 5 credit cards at the same time. What you can do is get to the last page on each device and then hit submit all at the same time. And that way, those companies won't see the increase as fast, or it might just run it and not see it at all. And then you can just get more credit that way, because you have a lessened amount of credit being ran. So this is a quick little tip for you. All right. If you do have bad credit and you need help getting some credit cards, I would definitely suggest getting a Discover prepaid card. They'll convert you over. Navy Federal will convert you over. If you just can't even get those because your credit score is just way too low, I do have in my videos, my YouTube channel is Jay Knows Credit, Jay Knows Credit. You can actually go there, find those primary videos there to help you get established with credit if you haven't already been established. Also, having more credit cards gives you better utilization. The more utilization you've got, the less utilization you have, but the more credit you have, lowers your utilization. That way you're able to get approved better for more things, as well as your score is going to go up a whole lot higher if your utilization is low. But let's see. More questions. Let's see. Pop. No to Navy. Hey, Carissa. How you doing? Hey, Jay, how much do you charge for your dispute letters? Okay, so my personal dispute letters, I try not to charge any. I try not to even give out my dispute information, because I like people to go out here and do things on their own. I don't want people to think I'm trying to charge them extra money and stuff like that. But for what I've accumulated over the years, for my letters and all my information, it costs $2,500. It ain't cheap. $2,500 to even get anything that I do, because you're looking at levels of information that I have, and I'm not trying to just give that out for the price of credit repair, for lack of a better word. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to know the game that I do, then you got to spend that kind of money. Doesn't mean you can't find it online at other prices. You can find it yourself, do your own research. And through trial and error. Trial and error is the best way to learn how to do credit repair. But yeah, if you want to kind of skip that process, you just got to pay for that. Hey, Jay, how much do you charge for your credit cards and the loan, preferably credit card? Credit score is 575. Nope, 575. Don't apply for no credit card. Don't do it. If you apply for one, the only one I apply for is Navy. I wouldn't even try to apply for anybody else. And if you already know that your credit is so bad to where, and as far as a personal loan, I don't have any personal loans I can give you. I do funding, but your score's got to be above 600 for me to do credit funding for you. You want a personal loan, got to be above that. But yeah, your best bet is going to be Navy. Seriously. Like, nobody else is going to be able to give you credit with that kind of score whatsoever. Now, if you just want to establish, like I said, I got those videos for you. But other than that, I definitely can't help you there. Let's see. How much for one late payment removal? $250. $250 for one late payment removal. Let's see. How can I clean up my credit? How do I reach you? You reach me through that 1-800 number that Ash just posted there. Let's see. What is my price? What is my price for what? I'm sorry. Mint Financial. What do you need a price on? I have different prices for different things. Okay. Cooperman Management. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. G5 Jets. Welcome to the channel. If you got any questions, please ask your question. Okay. Why do you not fool with CPNs? Tina Trueheart. Okay, so why don't I mess with CPNs? Here's a big thing, okay? I can clean anybody's credit from, they can have all the negatives, collections, judgments, repossessions. I had a guy call me, he has 7 bankruptcies. Doesn't matter what you have, your whole credit can be cleaned within 45 business days with my service. So the reason why I don't deal with CPNs is because CPNs right now is like the new money flip thing. It's like people talking about they can take $500 made into $5,000. Y'all remember that? YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Y'all seen that to where people would, say, hey, man, I'm the new money flipper. They show pictures and videos and all people getting all this stuff. And they say, yeah, you can do it too. Send me your money. Okay? And so a lot of people it has that type of name now with that. Banks don't deal with them because it's like, okay, why do you have a CPN number? What's the reason why you have one? Because if you do have a CPN number, that means your social security number is probably messed up. And it's in a system. I can take any number you give me and I can run it through a database and it'll tell me if it's a social security number or if it's not a social security number. So, he said my glasses are hanging like the ones grandma used to tell you not to touch. Yeah, that's my little wine bar joint, man. That's what that is. Then I got my little wine fridge right here, which there's some Ciroc in there and stuff too. You see the Ciroc bottles, that yellow label at the top, the white label down there, that's Ciroc. Got some almond milk in there for my coffee machine. I got my coffee machine over here as well. And so you got a couple of bottles out there and corks inside there. But yeah, man. Yeah, really cool. But oh yeah. I got a little bit of a stash. I got a couple of limited edition joints. You know what I'm saying? Ciroc boys. Summer colada. You know what I'm saying? That people can't get until this summer again because it's gone. Even some Ciroc pineapple left. Ciroc pineapple, plug for Ciroc. They should pay me. They should pay me some money. But also got some nice little sherry, Bristol creams and all that too. Anyway, I didn't come here for that. I came here for some credit questions. I know. But yeah, let me make sure I get to this question. But yeah, back to the CPN thing. Okay, so with the CPNs, it has a very bad name. So if I did a CPN and I added it on to an AU customer, they'll close the whole entire account to where that person might have 14 years of credit history, and I add you on as an AU with your CPN number, they'll close that person's credit card. So guess what they're going to be mad at? They're going to be mad at me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't even do them. He said, I got the same bottles. Diddy, we need an endorsement deal. Man, I'm telling you, we need it, man. He holding out. Okay? Somebody tag Diddy right now, man. But no, real talk. It has a bad name. It has a very bad name. And there's no point in doing it. A lot of people get a CPN number because they think that their credit is too bad to fix. And then I come along and I say, well, no, it's not. You can fix your credit in 45 business days. And they're like, are you serious? So another thing is, my sweep cost starts at $800 and goes up from $800 depending on what's on your credit. Okay, that's the lowest price you'll get a credit sweep for. All that's paid up front. There's no payments because it's a credit sweep, not traditional credit repair. So from $800, it can go up from there, depending on what's on your credit. Now, most CPN numbers I see out there, and I've seen them, they're talking about, pay for this seasoned CPN number, and it'll cost you $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And people come to me and say they spent $5,000 on a CPN number that's supposed to be seasoned, and they hit me up, hey, Jay, you got some primaries for my CPN? You got some AUs for my CPN? And I'm like, no, I don't deal with CPNs whatsoever because I don't need to. I can take regular credit, fix it, add credit lines to it, and then they can go get credit cards, houses, and everything. So what's the point of me even having any association with that? That doesn't help me at all. All that does is give me a bad name because people are going to be buying these CPNs and not getting the help that they need with them. That's why I do not deal with CPNs whatsoever. If you see anybody online on Instagram, you see somebody that followed you or you followed them on accident and they're selling CPNs, please, 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 please don't buy them. That's not telling you to buy anything from me. I'm telling you, do not buy them until you do some research. I didn't flip my camera over. My bad. I'm trying to hit the wave button. Okay. But do not buy them. A lot of times what they're doing is they're taking videos and pictures and they're Googling or they're looking on Instagram and they're trying to find a picture or video that deals with somebody getting a car or a house, whatever like that. Then they repost that picture as their own. And they say, this is, blah, blah, blah. My client just got some money. They take pictures of people counting money and cash. Like, man, look at all this cash my client got. They ain't their damn client. A lot of times they don't even tag their clients. I tag my clients. I tag them. I say their names live on YouTube most of the time. Even the guy I just posted today on my Instagram, for those of y'all who don't know, this guy is the guy that I posted. He's, where is he at? Hold on. Where he at? Truck. There he is. This is the guy right here that you saw the picture of. That this, go to my, this right here. This, nope, down. Try to do this backwards. This guy right here. Right there. That guy right there. This guy is the guy you saw who actually got the 101 point increase. And he even talks about that right there on that message. Okay. So, I'm not trying to give any type of, fake information. I don't think I know your name. If you're on Instagram, I'll tag you on Instagram if you have an Instagram thing like a Christian. But I don't like to even post a lot of stuff unless I can be able to say and know who the person is or have proof that this person is a real person and not some type of made up, typed up picture. Nothing like that, okay? Let's see if we can get these lives. We're trying to get this live up to 100 people. I got to get 100 people on this live on YouTube. I got 50 right now on YouTube. I got 7 on Instagram. I'll take it because it's my first time up here. And appreciate everybody who's watching and everybody who asked a question. I love credit questions. This is just what I do. Okay, getting down to some more questions, y'all. Oh, by the way, my phone number, put that out there for y'all on Instagrammy, just in case you need to call me. Now, if you're hitting the button to call me on Instagram, that number does hit my phone, but that's not my business line, really. I just had to put a number on there in order to post. This is my actual business number here. So you can call and text that phone number I just posted. You can call and text that, all right? And if you feel like it, if you can't talk, you can only listen, you can send me a fax as well. I'll fax you back. Okay, this is for people who can't, if you can't see that well. Oh, I got 1 minute and 55 seconds remaining. Oh my God. G5, he said, trust a Ciroc bottle owner at all times. Yeah, bro. I even got more, man. I got some I got a whole stash closet in here, man. I got some Patron, stuff like that too. It's a real bottle in here. Okay, it ain't empty. You got a lot, man. But it says I have a minute and 30 seconds left here on my live. So if anybody has a quick question, hey, ask that question. All right. I don't want to leave y'all hanging. I want to get to your questions first because I know I have limited time on here. Okay. Hey, Jay, do you need a consultation for a sleep if you already know what you want? No. You don't need a consultation. If you already know what you need to get, you don't need a consultation. The problem is people hit me up and they're like, well, Jay, I want you to fix my credit. And I'd be like, what you want to get fixed? And they're like, right, exactly. What do you want to get fixed? They're like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, how you know you need your credit fixed? Well, I know there's something bad up there. Okay. How much is it going to cost me? I don't know because I need to see your credit. And I tell them, hey, you got to pay for a consultation. They're like, well, I got to pay for it. Well, because you don't know what's on your credit. The only reason why you even have to pay for a consultation is because you don't really know what's on your credit. It's not just how many collections you got. You look at collections and tax liens, like I don't have any of those things, and you're like, well, how much is it to get 2 collections taken off? And I tell you what it costs, to get 2 collections off, and then I find out after looking at your profile that you have 2 collections, but then you also got 17 charge-offs, and then you got 5 closed accounts that also have late payments. So just because the account is closed doesn't mean that it helps your credit. I wonder, can I go back on live again? My live is done. Let's see if I do it again. Can I do it again? Let's see if I do it again. Why not? We here. We live again. Live again. We live, baby. All right. Let's get back to these credit questions. Credit questions. Here live on Instagram and on YouTube. Once again. Man, I need an inquiry sweep. That'll put me in the game. Fantastic. How you doing? And Perfectly Shane. Let me see. Yep, and Real Morales. Welcome back. Welcome back. And welcome for the ones who weren't up here before. Welcome and welcome back. This is Jay Knows Credit on Instagram, on YouTube. Reporting live, answering credit questions. If you have any questions related to credit whatsoever, I'm not charging any consultations for these lives. You get free information right here live. Okay. Important to see live. Okay. Let me get to these other questions. I'm here on YouTube answering questions as well. Established works for me. Okay. Fantastic. Go to my videos, brother. Watch those trade line videos that I have for you. How much is it for a credit sweep for 12 accounts that are over 7 years? Or should I do a traditional $79 service? That depends. So if you have time to get your credit repaired, they say, am I hiring? Not right now. But if you have time to get your credit repaired, then I would do the $79 joint. If you don't have time to get your credit repaired, I would say to get the sweep. It really depends on where you are. I never advise a person on what service they should get from me. I tell them what services that they should get to help clean their credit or boost their score. But I don't say to get it from me. I say this is what you need. You might have me do an evaluation and say, okay, you need 2 collections removed. You need these 4 charge-offs taken off. You need to get this tax lien off and this repossession off of your credit. Will you do that yourself, through me, whatever? I'll say I have services available for you. I'll tell you what my prices are to do that. So I say, okay, if you want to get traditional credit repairs, it's going to cost you $79 up front. So you pay up front. And you pay $120 per month for only 6 months. And you get 6 months free. If it takes longer than that. It may not take longer than that, but if it does, you're not paying any money out your pocket. Then I'll say, okay, if you want a credit sweep, which is done in 45 business days, you can get a credit sweep to where that sweep will get rid of everything off of your credit in a faster amount of time, but it's going to cost you more money for the sweep compared to doing traditional credit repair. Either way will get you the same results. One will be faster than the other. Okay? With a credit sweep, you cannot remove late payments. You have to remove the whole entire account. If you only want late payments removed, you can do the traditional credit repair. If you don't want that service because you only happen to be 1 or 2 negative items, I will give you a set price based on just that 1 or 2 negative items. If you want me to do that through a traditional standard way. If you want a credit sweep, I will give you a way to do a credit sweep. Okay? The credit sweep is based on what's on your credit report, Shug. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. So let's say you have 5 accounts. You have 2 collections, 3 charge-offs, and the total balance on all those accounts is $5,000. Then you're going to pay $800 for your sweep. But on top of that, if you had a repossession, that's going to cost you an additional $600 on top of that $800. Now let's say on top of that, you found that you had 1 extra account you didn't account for that was a charge-off account. Now you have 6 accounts and not 5. So you go from additional $600 to now an additional $100 for that extra account. So it's all going to be just based on what you have on your credit. You can definitely, if you already know, you can send me a DM tell me what you have on your credit, tell me the exact amount of debt you have, and I can give you a price based on that. If you want a consultation, I'll put my number up here as well. You can call and text this number. This number is not on my Instagram because it only gives you the little phone call button. And for some reason, the phone call button does not dial 1-800 numbers for some reason. I don't know why it doesn't. Okay, but that's my number there. If you want to call, text, just to get, yes, it's all case by case. Absolutely. Absolutely. I could have just said that, but I wanted to make sure you kind of understood where the basis was. The lowest price is $800. It never goes lower than $800 though. Okay. But you already said for late payments, it's better to do traditional. Correct. If you have late payments, if that's all you want to get removed, then yes, it's better to do traditional. You're so welcome. Definitely welcome. Thank you for watching. Okay. I appreciate you. Thank you. Come again. Let's see what works. Now, the 12 accounts you have, Carissa, is all going to depend on how many, how much total debt you have. Let's see. Then student loan BS. Oh, Lord. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the love. Definitely appreciate the love. Let's see. How many primaries and AUs after your credit is repaired with those accounts? Since I'm 31 with no history after the process, CEO package or CFO package? Either way will give you a pretty decent score. Of course, the bigger the package, the better the lines of credit. That's all that means. I'm 31. I've never purchased anything. You definitely need to have those primaries, though. Did you get my primaries I mentioned in my videos yet? You definitely need the primaries first. BXM420. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for that. You need American Express? Okay. American Express is one of the easiest cards to get. A lot of people say that Amexes are hard. They're really not. But you want to get an Amex credit card first. Do not get an Amex charge card. People think it looks good. It sounds good. But you got to pay that balance off every month or every 60 days. Let's say that. So it's better to get that the actual credit card. You want to get the American Express green card. You understand you have to pay it off every 2 months. Because you're not really going to have a limit. You might have a basis of like $2,000, $5,000, $8,000 you can use on that card, but you got to pay it off in full. And so it's not just like how much do I charge to get it. It's based on like what you have on your credit and what I have to do to your credit to get you your score high enough to get you one. You can get one right now. You might be able to get one with a $2,000 limit, but you may want more money than that. So it really depends on what your financial goal is of how much credit you want to have available on that credit card. All right. But Carissa, you definitely need to get my lines of credit to help you establish. Do your AUs post all at the same time? Nope, that's impossible because AUs all have different reporting dates, just like any regular credit card has different reporting dates. Hey, Jay, do you need a consultation for a sleep unit? Nope, I already talked about that. For a friend, you're already doing mine. Well, I pay about $7,000 in credit repair and haven't seen a single result. Nothing against your service. I want to deal with you, but I'd be skeptical when it comes to credit repair. Not with you, just to be clear. I haven't spent any money with him. These services have been with other credit repair people. Oh, yeah, Rodney, I understand, bro. And that's why I tell people like, yo, a lot of people have been burned by different people. And yes, the AUs post to all three. A lot of people have been burned by a lot of people, but that's why people are like, yo, people have tested me out. Like people watching right now on YouTube, and you've seen them comment before in other videos. They have tested me out. Okay. They have tested me out to where they're like, okay, what I'm going to do, Jay, I'm going to get 5 inquiries removed first. So 5 inquiries removed off your credit report is $250. Okay, $250. And they're like, okay, I'm going to try this first. And then if this works, Jay, then I'm going to do something else with you. That's what happens with a lot of people. They just want to try that. Or they'll do the $79 service, which that's all it costs, $79 to start doing your credit repair. They'll start with that. And then they'll, do something else after they see that that is a real thing. But people try to get something that's very, very small in price. And that's how they test me out. there's no other way to test me out besides looking at either my reviews, looking at comments here about people having success right here on YouTube and on Instagram, seeing my posts on Instagram. If you need more, you can always go to YouTube, see more of my videos and my posts there. I do a YouTube live every day, well, Monday through Friday at least, from 1:30 until I decide to stop. Right now, I've been on for an hour and 10 minutes. Okay, but so yeah. I mean, you got that proof there, but that's all I can give you as far as proof is from clients. I don't have any other proof to give, or you have to test me out with a small amount. All right. Why should immediately apply for Navy Federal credit after opening the checking account? It's not that you shouldn't or you should. It depends on what your credit looks like. Your credit is good enough. You think your credit is good enough? Apply. I mean, it's your inquiry. Okay, you can definitely apply for it. But how y'all doing? Welcome to the channel. Right now, I'm on YouTube as well as Instagram reporting live. Okay, but if that's something you want to do, Mr. Richard Talley, you could definitely apply now. I'm just saying that make sure that your credit profile looks good enough, because you can possibly get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 on your first credit card if your score and your profile looks good enough to get that kind of card. Business credit, how long is that process? That process takes about 5 to 6 months to build your business credit properly. If you want to get PG funding, you can get that pretty much immediately. If your score is over 750, I can get you PG funding through your business. But if you want proper business building, it's going to take a little while to get there, unless you're already you're already borrowing money right now for your business. You've already established some type of credit score. Then we can kind of work around that. But for the most part, people won't be able to do that. Jay, I need the name of that tax book again. Come on, be nice. Okay, let me see. After your credit sweep, then a maxim as I don't ask that question again. BXM 420. I don't understand that question. Let me see here. All right. Say, I need that book. Need that book ASAP. So here's the book. I'll show you the book. So you can get this book, or you can get, it doesn't matter what edition you get. They're all going to have pretty much the same. This one has a few more extras in it. The 475. Get that book there if you don't already have it. I do tax talk as well, guys. So get that book if you don't already have that book. Find it. That's the name of it. Get it, get it, get it. Get it, get it, get it. There you are. Get that book. You can also get the other edition. This is the edition that I have. Doesn't, you know. Doesn't matter. I probably ordered a new one just to see what they added to it. Definitely won't mind doing that. But this is the other book. This is the edition that I have. Same offer. Just that one's a 422. Other one's 475. Okay, so that's that book there. You don't already have that book. Definitely want to get that book. You can get both, or just get one of them. Doesn't matter, but you're going to need that if you want your taxes to be lowered. I haven't paid federal taxes since 2008, and I file taxes every year. So that's one of the books that really helped me with getting deductions. See, I have one business credit card with my business, but it's a PG from my credit union. Okay, all right. You need to check and see if you have a score. A lot of people don't even know if they have a score or not. Check to see if you have a business credit score, not personal score, an actual business credit score. Can you post AUs if you have a fraud alert on your account currently getting a credit sweep done? Yes, you can post that. The only thing that the credit alert, fraud alert is for is if they're running your credit, they have to call you to contact you in order to have your credit ran. But putting you on an AU, they won't block that. How do I check that? You need to Google search. Google search, how do I check my business credit score? It's going to cost you money. Ain't no free credit scores out there. You might go to NAV and see some good tools and all that, but you're going to have to pay. Equifax Business, Experian Business, you're Dun & Bradstreet. You need to check that to see what your business score is. It's going to be between 0 and 100. You see anything besides 0 and 100, you're looking at the wrong score. You see a letter grade, look at the wrong score. Okay? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to my live. If you have any credit questions, reporting live here on YouTube as well, please ask your credit question. All right, all right. Excuse me. So yeah, you know, like I said, I do like to post different things and like people to see. Like I told you, I'll show you all my results. You can see the day that it is on here. It's another 142, another $142 right there. Right there, right there. Jay, help me get these cards so I can get rich. Oh, man. Don't worry about getting rich. Worry about helping enough people. You help some people, you'll make some money. That's how you get rich. Rich people, a lot of people don't even like people. A lot of them are introverts. But through their business, they've helped a lot of people. And because they help people, that's why they're rich or wealthy. You know what I'm saying? Very cool to do that. Now, but yeah, Keith, thank you for that. Thank you for that tip right there. Salute to Keith. And then if anybody else wants to give any type of donation to the channel, you got that money symbol there here on YouTube. You definitely can donate if you'd like to. Or if you have a question or you've heard something that you didn't know before. Or, you know, anything. You know, you like my hoodie today. You think it's worth $7 I paid for it. Hey, I'll take a $7 Google chat. D the King, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome, 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 welcome. How do you go about getting your hard inquiries deleted? So I do that. I do hard inquiry removal. I charge $50 per inquiry if you want to get them removed. If you're trying to do it yourself, you might have to go through a couple of rounds of letters to do that. I do have a specialized letter for it, but the letter that I use for it is through the traditional means. My deletion process, as far as what I do now to get them off within 45 business days, is an intellectual property thing. So I can't really tell you that part. But if you do want to get them done through a traditional means, you have to send your letters in and know that, okay, if you're looking at inquiries, and this is for y'all YouTube and Instagram, okay? Inquiries, they have it written in the law in an old fashion, because back when you need to run your credit, you have to sign your name physically in order to run your credit. They have not changed that law. So you can dispute for your inquiries. You can say, okay, well, they don't have any signatures from me to say that, to prove that I got this, you know, that I got this line of credit, or that I applied for this line of credit, whatever. Right now, with that way, you're going to have to do it for the ones that you don't want on your credit no more, as far as those accounts, because that may remove the whole entire account from your credit report. So doing it that way, you want to look at the ones on your credit that you did not get approved for those inquiries, and write in as far as those letters, or call in and let them know that, hey, I want to file a dispute by phone. Just don't do it online, because if you do it online, you waive all your rights that way. You don't want to do that. But you can actually sign and say, hey, you know, I don't have any written signature with this particular creditor. I never signed any paperwork to apply for any of their credit. And based on the FCRA laws, the Fair Credit Reporting Act laws, they cannot post this inquiry to my credit without my recognition and my signature and all that kind of crap. Okay, so you can't get it off that way. But like I said, I can't get off in 45 days for you. You have to keep escalating it if you don't get off the first round. But that way can get rid of your inquiries that you don't have accounts with. Hopefully that helps. About to DM you about my hard increase, bro. G Sherman on YouTube. Okay, got you. Do we have a deal, Jay? I don't make deals, man. I don't make deals. People inbox me all the time asking for deals. Can I get $200 off? Can I get $30 off? This ain't the flea market. I know I'm a black-owned business, but I don't do discounts. You don't call me, hey, brother, let me get a discount. Nah, bro, you're going to pay full price. You pay whatever price I got listed. I will not try to shortchange me. I'll just tell you no. I don't need your money that bad. You know what I'm saying? I will just tell you no. Will you take $200 instead of $300? I sure will not. My service is called $300. You can pay $300 for that service, or you don't get the service. Can I make a down payment? No, you cannot. I don't like money in my account sitting in my account, and I don't know where it's going. No money will go to my account. Just like that. You can say you got $10,000, bro. I'll pay you $10,000 for your services. I'm like, nope, I don't need your money. Not the way it goes. Cool. I'm gonna DM you to sign up with you. Thanks for your info. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. My boy here. Hey, Abe, I'll call you back, bro. Doing a live. I'll call you right back. All right. All right. Now, let's see. Thanks. See, YouTube questions. I emailed you about those letters. If you could get back with me, I greatly appreciate it. About some letters. Oh, you did? I thought I emailed you back, Lee Green. I thought I did. I apologize if I didn't, but I'll email you back. Do you do PG business lines of funding or business credit cards? Greg, yes, I do. I do those. You can hit me up for those if you want to do those applications. It is a $150 application fee for me to do any type of funding for you, whether that's personal loans or credit cards. If you want me, I can do all the applications for you if you'd like. Not something that you have to do, just something that you got to do. I have an Amex package? I don't have an Amex package. Amexes are easy, bro. They're easy to get. That's simple. That's simple stuff. But your credit has to look a certain way for me to get it to you. Okay? I pay NAV for my business score. NAV free gives a letter grade. Correct. You got to pay to get that score. Absolutely. Can that signature argument be used when disputing charge-offs as far as verifications? It can, but it works mainly for increase. Based on the law, you got to have that for an inquiry. I'll say with the Blue Magnet card, I have more than the Blue Magnet card. I have 3 Amex cards. I have the Rose Gold card, the Magnet card, and the Everyday Amex card. Let's see. Shalom, how you doing, man? Welcome. All right, but look, right now we just hit 3 o'clock. I got to run to the post office and hit the post office up. That way I can send some more letters off for my clients for credit repair. Thank you all for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button on this video. Share the video with somebody. Come back for another live session I'm going to do. And ask your question. If you don't want to ask your question publicly and you want to ask your question through a direct message, you can definitely DM me. For those of y'all definitely can call my phone number as well as text that phone number as well to actually just put out there for us. And yeah, that's it. But y'all be great. Have a great day. Happy Thursday. Happy pre-Friday. And just, make sure you don't go out and spend too much money out here because nobody remembers what you had on last year or last night or your last birthday. Okay. So yeah, y'all be good. And see y'all next time. J Knows Credit signing out.